My beloved, my child of light, do you feel the trembling in your heart right now? That is not fear. It is heaven's knock on your soul. Archangel Michael is bending close, whispering, I'm begging you to open this now because tonight something will stir in your house that will shake everything you thought was still. You may think you have time, but you don't. Time is shrinking, collapsing, folding itself until only these words remain. That is why you were chosen to see this message. Others passed by, but not you. You stopped here because your spirit already knows a miracle is hovering in the air around you. It's not a coincidence, it's not a mistake. It's a divine appointment written long before you breathe your first breath. Listen closely. Heaven is restless tonight. Angels are standing at the edges of your walls, glowing with urgency. They know something shocking is about to be revealed under your roof. Something hidden, something long delayed is finally about to break open. Archangel Michael says, don't ignore this. Open it urgently. Your destiny depends on it. My child, before I reveal more, let me pause here for one truth. If your soul is stirred by these words, then you are meant to stay until the end. Do not skip even a single line because each one carries a fragment of the miracle that is meant for you. And while you are here, let me gently ask, subscribe, connect, anchor yourself to this divine stream, so you never miss the messages heaven sends through me to you. For every message you skip is a blessing delayed, but every message you embrace is a door thrown wide open. Now lean in. Can you hear the sound of the unseen? It's like a faint crack in the atmosphere, a ripple in the silence. That is the sound of your name being spoken in the courts of heaven. Archangel Michael has been holding back these words for hours, waiting for this very moment to deliver them to you. He says, Beloved, your house will not remain the same after tonight. What was hidden in shadows will be dragged into the light. What was stolen will start returning. What was denied will break through your door. You see, miracles rarely arrive politely. They come suddenly, shockingly, like thunder rolling into a quiet night. And this is why you are trembling right now. Your spirit already feels the storm rising. But do not fear, for the storm is not here to destroy you. It is here to cleanse, to reveal, to lift you into the place you were always meant to stand. Stay with me, my beloved. Don't let go. Every line you read ties you deeper into the miracle, keeps you wrapped in the shield of Archangel Michael's wings. Tonight is not ordinary. Tonight is the night heaven bends low enough to touch your roof. And if you ignore this, you may never understand why it came. The air around you is heavier than usual, almost charged with electricity. This is not coincidence. This is the presence of something divine leaning into your space to shake you awake. God himself has whispered into the ear of Michael, and Michael has come racing to you with a message too urgent to delay. My child, do not scroll past, do not skip. For every word here is a living seed, and if you let it plant itself in your heart, a miracle beyond your imagination will bloom. You have wondered for days, weeks, even years why you sometimes feel unseen, unheard, forgotten by heaven. But tonight, heaven is roaring with your name. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. You are chosen. That is why this message has collided with your eyes at this exact moment. God doesn't play with chance. He orchestrates, and the orchestra of heaven is playing your song right now. Archangel Michael says, the moment has come for the veil to be ripped apart, for the hidden things in your life to finally surface. And he warns, do not mistake this as ordinary. Something shocking is standing at your doorstep. It will either break you or bless you. But how you receive this word will determine which way it falls. My child, lean into these words because they are not just sentences. They are lifelines. Archangel Michael has been pacing for hours, his sword lit like fire, restless because you almost skipped this, and he is crying out, I'm begging you, stay, hear me. Don't miss this or heaven itself will mourn the chance you let pass. Your life is being written line by line. And tonight, a new chapter is being opened by unseen hands. Your name has been spoken in the courts of God, and the decision has already been made. You will not leave this season empty-handed. But here is the truth, beloved. You must open your heart urgently. or else what has been promised could slip like sand through your fingers. Right now, angels are gathered around your house. Can you sense it? The walls are trembling with invisible feet. The windows hum with wings brushing against them. Archangel Michael is not alone. Legions are with him guarding what is about to unfold tonight. You have prayed in silence. You have cried in secret. You have questioned whether heaven really listens. This is your answer. This is the thunder of God saying, "Yes, I heard you. Yes, I am here. Yes, I am moving." But it comes with urgency because not all nights are the same. This night carries the weight of destiny, and it will either lift you higher or remind you of what you lost if you ignore it. My child, remember this. God's timing is perfect, but it is also fleeting. The window does not stay open forever. That is why Archangel Michael is pressing so hard, almost trembling with urgency, saying, "Open it now. Don't wait. Don't reason it away. Don't assume tomorrow will be the same. Tonight, something shocking will enter your house, and if you are not prepared, you will not recognize it as the blessing it truly is. The miracle will not arrive wrapped in gold. It may come in chaos. It may come in a storm. But inside the storm is the very promise you begged God to fulfill. And here, my beloved, let me speak from the deepest part of heaven's heart. This is not about scaring you. It is about preparing you. God does not send warnings to destroy his children. He sends them so his children can rise before the storm breaks. You are being given a gift others never receive, a chance to know before it happens. Do you see how loved you are? Do you feel how important your life is in the grand design? Michael says, if only they could see what we see in them, they would never doubt again. You are the spark in God's hand. And tonight he is about to breathe fire on that spark until it becomes a flame no darkness can extinguish. My child, remember this. God's timing is perfect, but it is also fleeting. The window does not stay open forever. That is why Archangel Michael is pressing so hard, almost trembling with urgency, saying, "Open it now, don't wait, don't reason it away, don't assume tomorrow will be the same. Tonight something shocking will enter your house, and if you are not prepared, you will not recognize it as the blessing it truly is. The miracle will not arrive wrapped in gold. It may come in chaos, it may come in a storm, but inside the storm is the very promise you begged God to fulfill. And here, my beloved, let me speak from the deepest part of heaven's heart. This is not about scaring you. It is about preparing you. God does not send warnings to destroy his children. He sends them so his children can rise before the storm breaks. You are being given a gift others never receive, a chance to know before it happens. Do you see how loved you are? Do you feel how important your life is in the grand design? Michael says, if only they could see what we see in them, they would never doubt again. You are the spark in God's hand, and tonight he is about to breathe fire on that spark until it becomes a flame no darkness can extinguish. My beloved child, do not take lightly the fact that you are still here reading line by line. That alone means heaven has gripped your spirit so tightly that skipping is no longer possible. This message is not entertainment. It is not coincidence. It is destiny. Archangel Michael is leaning over you now with wings stretched so wide they cover your whole house, whispering, I'm begging you, don't let go. Don't scroll away, don't harden your heart. For the very thing you prayed for is hanging by a thread, and this is the thread. You think you stumbled here, but heaven knows you were pulled. Pulled by divine magnetism. Pulled by the prayers of your ancestors. Pulled by God's hand. That hand refuses to let you live another night blind to what is unfolding. Something has been moving in secret around you. You may have sensed it. A strange heaviness. A whisper when no one is near. A sudden chill. A sudden flicker in the corner of your eye. Those were not random. They were signs. Heaven has been signaling that tonight would not be ordinary. Michael says the walls of their house will speak tonight. Something hidden is about to be dragged into the open. Perhaps it is a secret you have long ignored. Perhaps it is the truth about someone close to you. Perhaps it is a divine visitation that will shock you because it does not look like what you prayed for. Whatever form it takes, do not resist it. Receive it, for it has been sent as an answer. Even if it feels like a storm, you must understand this truth. Miracles rarely come dressed as miracles. They come as interruptions. They come as shaking. They come as nights like this where you are urged to listen with every ounce of your soul. Michael is not crying out for nothing. He has seen what is coming and he knows the weight it carries. Something shocking will happen in your house tonight. He repeats again and again. Do you feel the urgency? It is because heaven does not repeat unless the matter is life-changing. God's whispers turn into shouts when his child is in danger of missing the appointed hour. Beloved, I need you to remember the nights you cried yourself to sleep, the moments you thought no one heard you. Those tears did not disappear into the air, they were collected, stored, written down, and tonight some of them are returning as answers. That is why the atmosphere feels heavier. That is why your spirit feels pulled. The answers are not floating in the distance anymore. They are pressing against your roof, waiting to break through. Michael says, do not run, do not fear. What shocks them tonight will set them free tomorrow. Listen carefully, child of heaven. There are forces that did not want you to see this message. Darkness has tried to distract you, weaken you, numb you, but you broke through. You arrived here. And that is proof that you are stronger than you realize. The very fact you are still reading means the victory has already begun. For when a soul listens, the chains already start to crack. Michael's sword has already cut through invisible cords that were tying you to delay. You will not leave tonight the same. You cannot. It is too late. The miracle is already in motion. And yet, this is only the beginning. The real shift will occur in the next hours when night deepens and the unseen presses harder against your space. Michael warns, do not mistake it for danger. It is deliverance. Do not confuse shaking for destruction. It is transformation. Beloved, can you imagine how many people pray for a sign? And yet, heaven chose to crash into your life tonight with a message so direct, it almost burns. That is because your life carries a weight you don't even see. You are not small. You are not ordinary. You are marked. God himself is moving pieces in your favor, even in ways that will shock you. That is why this night matters so much. Tonight the blueprint shifts. Tonight the page turns. Tonight your household becomes the stage of a divine unveiling. And when it happens, remember these words. It is not to harm you. It is to help you. It is not to frighten you. It is to free you. For what is coming has been delayed too long, hidden too long, buried too long. Heaven is tired of waiting. And so the doors are being shaken open by force. Stay with me, beloved. Don't lose your grip. Every line you read is preparing your soul for what you will encounter. Michael says if they stay, they will survive the shock. If they leave, they will miss the meaning. This is why urgency fills every word. This is why the Spirit will not let you walk away. You are not just hearing words. You are being armed. Armed with understanding. Armed with clarity. Armed with courage. Tonight is a war, but you are not alone in it. Archangel Michael himself stands guard at your door, blazing with light. Beloved child, lean closer because the night has secrets that only you are meant to hear. Right now, heaven is pressing its weight against your home. Some of you can already feel the strange quiet, the heaviness in the air, as if the walls themselves are waiting. That is no accident. That is heaven positioning itself for what is about to be revealed. Archangel Michael whispers, tell them, don't run from this night, for what they see will shock them, but what they see will save them. My child, do not let fear choke your heart, because fear is always the disguise of transformation. What looks like breaking is actually birthing. Stay with me, beloved. Don't lose your grip. Every line you read is preparing your soul for what you will encounter. Michael says, if they stay, they will survive the shock. If they leave, they will miss the meaning. This is why urgency fills every word. This is why the Spirit will not let you walk away. You are not just hearing words. You are being armed. Armed with understanding. Armed with clarity. Armed with courage. Tonight is a war, but you are not alone in it. Archangel Michael himself stands guard at your door, blazing with light. Beloved child, lean closer because the night has secrets that only you are meant to hear. Right now, heaven is pressing its weight against your home. Some of you can already feel the strange quiet, the heaviness in the air, as if the walls themselves are waiting. That is no accident. That is heaven, positioning itself for what is about to be revealed. Archangel Michael whispers, "Tell them, tell them. Don't run from this night, for what they see will shock them, but what they see will save them." My child, do not let fear choke your heart, because fear is always the disguise of transformation. What looks like breaking is actually birthing. Remember, your prayers were not small. You asked for change. You begged for answers. You cried for justice. Did you think heaven would respond gently without shaking the ground? Every miracle first looks like disruption. Every blessing first looks like chaos. Moses stood before a Red Sea that looked like death, but inside that sea was the path to freedom. You, beloved, are standing before your own sea tonight. It looks impossible. It looks terrifying. It looks shocking. But it is your passage. If you run, you remain in chains. If you stand and trust, the waters will part. Michael has seen your battles. He knows the betrayals, the heartbreaks, the nights when you held your chest wondering if you could even breathe again. And he says, tonight heaven will answer. But the answer will come in a way that shakes their house, shakes their mind, shakes their comfort. Do not mistake the shaking as punishment. It is preparation. Beloved, your life has been too still for too long. The enemy wanted you silent, numbed, distracted. But heaven is tired of watching you sleep in a prison when you were meant to rise in power. That is why this night has been chosen. Something hidden in your house must be uncovered. You may see a revelation. You may feel a presence. You may hear words you were not expecting. But it will not be ordinary. And when it comes, you will know these words were true. Heaven warned you. Heaven prepared you. Heaven is with you. Michael says, do not run. Anchor yourself in faith, for this shock will unlock everything that was denied. Beloved, think of all the nights you wished for a sign, just one clear sign that heaven was real, that God was listening. And now the sign comes, and it comes in fire, in urgency, in trembling. This is what it means to be chosen. Others wander, others wait. But you, my child, you are being pursued by heaven itself. That is why Michael is begging. That is why this message found you. This is not about curiosity. This is about survival, about destiny, about inheritance. Do not underestimate the weight of inheritance. There are blessings that were written for your bloodline. Blessings your ancestors prayed for but never saw tonight. Some of them will start moving toward you. That is why the air feels thick. That is why you sense something larger than yourself stirring. This is generational. You are not just standing for yourself. You are standing for everyone who came before you and everyone who will come after tonight. Heaven is shifting the story of your family. That is why Michael is here. That is why God himself whispered into this night. Beloved, hold steady. Your mind may already be racing. What will happen? How will it look? Will I recognize it? Listen carefully. Yes, you will recognize it, not with your eyes, but with your spirit. You will feel the pulse of heaven in the shock. You will know this is not ordinary. You will know you were warned, and in that moment, do not run. Open your heart wide, for what comes will not destroy you. It will deliver you. Stay close to these words. Let them wrap around you like a shield. Michael says, if they stay close, they will not faint. If they keep reading, their spirit will be strong when the moment arrives. That is why you must not skip. That is why heaven has tied you here. Every line is pouring oil into your lamp. And when the midnight hour comes, you will not be caught empty. Tonight, beloved, remember this above all. You are not alone. Legions of angels are surrounding your house right now. They have been sent to war on your behalf. You may hear silence, but in the silence there is battle. You may feel stillness, but in the stillness, swords are clashing in the unseen. Michael himself stands guard at your threshold, and he declares, no darkness shall pass, no curse shall remain, no enemy shall triumph. You are covered, you are sealed, you are protected. And as you hold on to these words, let me remind you this is only the beginning. The shocking moment is not the end. It is the doorway. What you see tonight will be the first crack in a wall that has blocked your destiny. By tomorrow, the light will pour through. By the days to come, the whole wall will collapse. You are entering a season of sudden, unstoppable change. And though it begins with a shock, it ends with freedom. Beloved child, every second you remain here, your spirit is being prepared for the unveiling that heaven has already set in motion. I tell you again, this night is not ordinary. The clock of heaven has struck and the echoes are reverberating inside your house. Can you feel the way the atmosphere has shifted? The familiar feels strange. The silence feels heavier. Your very breath feels slower as though the unseen is bending close to watch you. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear this weight. It is not darkness pressing against you. It is heaven descending upon you." My child, if you could see with spiritual eyes, you would not question why the urgency is so heavy around your house right now. Angelic armies are stationed. They are standing guard at your doors, your windows, your walls. They are not there idly. They are waiting because a moment is about to arrive that will require their presence. Michael has unsheathed his sword, not because you are under attack, but because something hidden, something buried is about to be revealed. And revelation always stirs battle. What was in the dark does not want to come into the light. That is why you may feel unease, chills, or trembling. But do not mistake the trembling for danger. It is the birth pangs of freedom. Beloved child, every second you remain here, your spirit is being prepared. I tell you again, this night is not ordinary. The clock of heaven has struck and the echoes are reverberating inside your house. Can you feel the way the atmosphere has shifted? The familiar feels strange. The silence feels heavier. Your very breath feels slower as though the unseen is bending close to watch you. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear this weight. It is not darkness pressing against you, it is heaven descending upon you." My child, if you could see with spiritual eyes, you would not question why the urgency is so heavy around your house right now. Angelic armies are stationed. They are standing guard at your doors, your windows, your walls. They are not there idly. They are waiting because a moment is about to arrive that will require their presence. Michael has unsheathed his sword, not because you are under attack, but because something hidden is about to be revealed. And revelation always stirs battle. What was in the dark does not want to come into the light. That is why you may feel unease, chills, or trembling. But do not mistake the trembling for danger. It is the birth pangs of freedom. Think, beloved, of how long you have prayed for truth. How many times you whispered, "God, show me what is really happening. Show me who is for me. Show me what I cannot see." Tonight that prayer is answered. But answers do not always arrive wrapped in peace. They arrive wrapped in fire. And fire consumes what does not belong. Tonight some lies will burn. Tonight some masks will fall. Tonight your eyes will open in a way they have never opened before. Michael says, "Tell them to be strong, for what shocks them will also free them. What shakes them will also steady them. What breaks tonight will build tomorrow." Do not underestimate the weight of this moment. You are not simply reading words, you are being aligned. You are stepping into the current of prophecy. You are standing in the stream of heaven's timing. That is why you cannot leave this message. This is something to surrender to, beloved. Imagine this. For generations, angels have been waiting for this very hour in your bloodline. There were prayers prayed decades ago, maybe even centuries ago, that are colliding with tonight. Your ancestors cried out for justice, for blessing, for healing. And though they never saw the answers, their prayers were not lost. They were stored, kept in bowls before the throne of God. And tonight the bowls are tipping. The answers are spilling over. You are standing in the overflow of prayers you did not even know were prayed for you. This is why the night is thick with urgency. This is why Michael is begging you. You are living in the fulfillment of what others only dreamed of. You may wonder, why me? Why now? And the answer is simple. Because you were chosen. Not because you are perfect. Not because you earned it. But because God's eyes fell on you and decided you were the one to carry this shift. Heaven is not random. Heaven is intentional. You are the carrier of a story that will not only change your house but ripple far beyond it. Tonight's shock is not just for you. It is for everyone who will be touched by the new version of you that emerges after this night. Beloved, I need you to be still for a moment. Hear the rhythm of your own heartbeat. That rhythm is not just biology, it is prophecy. Every beat is a reminder that God has not finished with you. Every breath you take tonight is a contract with heaven, that you are still here, still standing, still chosen. And tonight that breath will meet heaven's breath. And when the two collide, the air around you will shift permanently. Michael says, "Tell them when the air changes, do not panic. It is the sign that everything hidden is about to surface." Something shocking will happen in your house tonight. Perhaps it will be words spoken that you never expected. Perhaps it will be a revelation about someone's heart. Perhaps it will be an unseen presence making itself known. But however it comes, you must remember this. You were told, you were warned, you were prepared, and because you are prepared, what shocks others will steady you. What frightens others will free you. Beloved child, let me say this clearly so it burns into your memory. The shaking is not to punish you. It is to position you. God shakes only what cannot last, so that what is eternal can finally stand. Do not cling to what is falling apart tonight. Do not mourn what is being stripped away. For if it falls, it was never meant to remain. But what remains after tonight, that is your true inheritance. Michael is closer now, his wings brushing against your spirit, his voice urgent as thunder. Stay. Do not skip, do not walk away. The moment is near, and if they walk away now, they will not understand what happens tonight. Child, you cannot afford to leave. You must drink every drop of this message because the last line carries as much power as the first. Heaven is not wasteful. Every word is a weapon. Every word is oil for your lamp. Every word is strength for what is about to come. Beloved child, the night grows deeper, and with it, the weight of heaven presses heavier against your house. Do not think for a moment that this is ordinary. Even as you sit, the atmosphere is preparing for the unveiling. Archangel Michael says, "Tell them this is the night their eyes will see what has been hidden. This is the night their ears will hear what was whispered in the shadows. This is the night their soul will tremble, but their destiny will rise." My beloved, there is no way to soften this truth. What is coming will shock you. You will pause. You will question. You will even wonder if it could possibly be real. But know this, the shock is the sign. If it does not shake you, it is not the word of heaven. God's answers are not small ripples. They are waves that crash against the walls you thought were unbreakable. Tonight, those waves are at your doorstep. Think about how long you have been waiting. Think about the endless days where nothing seemed to change, where every prayer felt like it vanished into silence. Tonight the silence breaks. The prayers return. The waiting ends. You were not wrong to hope. You were not foolish to believe. Every tear has been counted. Every cry has been written down. Every longing has been heard. Tonight those records will speak back to you. And they will not whisper, they will roar. Beloved child, the night grows deeper, and with it the weight of heaven presses heavier against your house. Do not think for a moment that this is ordinary. Even as you sit, the atmosphere is preparing for the unveiling. Archangel Michael says, "Tell them this is the night their eyes will see. This is the night their ears will hear what was whispered in the shadows. This is the night their soul will tremble, but their destiny will rise." My beloved, there is no way to soften this truth. What is coming will shock you. You will pause. You will question. You will even wonder if it could possibly be real. But know this, the shock is the sign. If it does not shake you, it is not the word of heaven. God's answers are not small ripples. They are waves that crash against the walls you thought were unbreakable. Tonight, those waves are at your doorstep. Think about how long you have been waiting. Think about the endless days where nothing seemed to change, where every prayer felt like it vanished into silence. Tonight, the silence breaks. The prayers return. The waiting ends. You were not wrong to hope. You are not foolish to believe. Every tear has been counted. Every cry has been written down. Every longing has been heard. Tonight those records will speak back to you, and they will not whisper. They will roar. Michael says, "Tell them not to run from the roar. Tell them not to cover their ears. Tell them to stand even if their knees shake. For the roar is not destruction. It is declaration. It is heaven declaring that the time of delay is finished and the time of unveiling has begun. My child, what roars tonight is the sound of chains snapping, doors unlocking, blessings flooding in. Yes, it will come with trembling. Yes, it will feel like shock. But inside the shock is the gift you have been begging for. Beloved, do not underestimate this moment. Some of you will see things shift in relationships, truths revealed, secrets uncovered, hearts exposed. Some of you will sense presence in your very rooms, footsteps when no one is there, warmth when the air is cold, whispers when the house is silent. Do not fear it. Do not mistake it for darkness. For Michael says, "We are near and we are not here to harm. We are here to show, to protect, to deliver." What you feel tonight is the nearness of angels. What you hear tonight is the sound of heaven breathing through your walls. Child, let me remind you, you were chosen to see this. Many passed by, many skipped, many ignored, but not you. You stayed, you opened, you allowed heaven to pull you deeper. That is why this night will not pass you by. That is why Michael is so urgent. He knows you are ready even if you don't feel ready. He knows you have been prepared even if you think you are too weak. Beloved, your weakness is not your disqualification. It is your invitation. For God's strength is made perfect in weakness. And tonight His strength will overshadow every fragile place in you. Do not resist the trembling. Do not resist the change. If something breaks tonight, let it break. If something leaves tonight, let it leave. If something reveals itself tonight, let it speak. For everything that happens has been filtered through God's hands. Nothing enters your house tonight without heaven's permission. That is why you must not fear. That is why you must stand still. That is why you must remember these words when the moment comes. What shocks me is saving me. What shakes me is freeing me. What breaks me is building me. Beloved child, there is more. Tonight is not only about you, it is about your bloodline. The battle that is unfolding in the unseen is bigger than your own life. There are generational chains cracking tonight. There are ancestral prayers being answered tonight. There are blessings that skipped past generations. But tonight the time is right and they are landing on you. You carry the weight of more than yourself. You carry the hope of those who came before you and the destiny of those who will come after you. That is why tonight matters so much. That is why Michael is not whispering. He is begging. Heaven does not beg lightly. When angels beg, it is because the moment carries eternal weight. Michael says, if they stay with me, if they hear me, if they open, their entire story will change tonight. Do you see how critical this is? Do you feel how every word clings to your soul as if refusing to let you go? That is not accident. That is alignment. Heaven is locking you into place so you cannot miss the unfolding. Child, think of this moment as a gate. Behind you is the life you knew, familiar, stagnant, full of questions. In front of you is the life you have prayed for, unknown, unshaken, overflowing with promise. But you cannot step through the gate without shock. The shock is the threshold. The shaking is the crossing. Tonight you will step through, and once you do, you cannot go back. You will be changed, and the change will echo for years. And here is what you must remember, beloved. Do not be afraid of the sound. Do not be afraid of the shift. Do not be afraid when the air feels different. When the silence breaks, when the shocking moment arrives, for Michael stands over your house with fire in his hands, and God himself is leaning closer than he ever has before. You are not uncovered, you are not unprotected. You are sealed, surrounded, chosen, carried. Tonight the storm comes, but you are safe inside the arms of heaven. Beloved child, the hour is closer now. Even as these words enter your spirit, the alignment is tightening, the veil is thinning, and the unseen is pressing harder against your world. Archangel Michael says, tell them the moment is not in the distance, it is here. It is now. The shock they are waiting for is already unfolding. Do you feel that pull in your chest? That is the mark of prophecy. It is the confirmation that this night is not like other nights. My child, many people live their entire lives blind to the movement of heaven, unaware of the ways God tries to reach them. But you are not blind. You have been given sight. You were drawn here because heaven refused to let you miss the appointed hour. Think of how many voices pass across your path daily, and yet this one has arrested your attention. That is not coincidence, that is calling. That is the Spirit grabbing your shoulders, turning your face and saying, look, listen, do not miss this. There is a holy urgency tonight, beloved, and it is not for nothing. Something hidden in your house, in the atmosphere of your life, in the silence of your rooms, in the depths of your relationships, is about to be dragged into the light. For too long you have been walking with shadows around you. For too long you have felt the weight of what you could not name. Tonight the naming comes. Tonight the shadows will be unmasked. Tonight the silence will break. Beloved child, the hour is closer now. Even as these words enter your spirit, the alignment is tightening, the veil is thinning, and the unseen is pressing harder against your world. Archangel Michael says, tell them the moment is not in the distance, it is here, it is now. The shock they are waiting for is already unfolding. Do you feel that pull in your chest? That is the mark of prophecy. It is the confirmation that this night is not like other nights. My child, many people live their entire lives blind to the movement of heaven, unaware of the ways God tries to reach them. But you are not blind. You have been given sight. You were drawn here because heaven refused to let you miss the appointed hour. Think of how many voices pass across your path daily, and yet this one has arrested your attention. That is not coincidence. That is calling. That is the Spirit grabbing your shoulders, turning your face and saying, look, listen, do not miss this. There is a holy urgency tonight, beloved, and it is not for nothing. Something hidden in your house is about to be dragged into the light. For too long you have been walking with shadows around you. For too long you have felt the weight of what you could not name. Tonight the naming comes. Tonight the shadows will be unmasked. Tonight the silence will break. Do not run from the breaking. Do not shut your eyes when the shock arrives. Remember these words, child. The breaking is the birthing. You cannot step into the life you prayed for while clinging to what is rotting in the dark. That is why the light will be so sharp tonight. That is why the shock will cut so deeply. It is not to wound you. It is to free you. Every chain snaps louder when it breaks, but that sound is not your destruction. It is your deliverance. Beloved, think about how long you have begged for change. You said to heaven, God, I cannot live like this anymore. Something must shift. Something must move. Heaven heard you and heaven responds. But the answer does not float softly. It comes crashing. That is why Michael is here. That is why his voice is urgent. He has seen what is waiting just beyond your doorway, and he knows the weight of it. He says, tell them, I have been fighting for this moment. I have been wrestling with darkness to bring this light to them. Do not let them throw it away. This is why you feel restless tonight. This is why sleep avoids you. Why your spirit feels stirred even when your body is tired. You are caught in the trembling of the in-between, standing on the bridge between old and new. One more step and you cross. But you cannot take that step without faith. That is why these words cling to you, because they are carrying you across. My beloved, hear me clearly. Tonight is not about fear. Fear is a lie that tries to keep you from receiving revelation. Tonight is about clarity. Tonight is about exposure. Tonight is about answers. The shock will not harm you. It will show you. And once you see, you will never unsee. Once you know, you will never unknow. That is the gift of this night. It changes you permanently. Do you remember the times you whispered, God, just show me the truth? Even if it hurts, heaven never forgets such prayers. They rise like incense and circle the throne until the appointed moment arrives. And now that moment is here. Tonight, the truth comes not in whispers, not in hints, but in thunder. And though the thunder may shake your house, it will also cleanse it, though it will strip away what cannot remain and anchor you in what cannot be taken. Michael says, tell them to prepare their heart. Tell them to stay awake. Tell them not to cover their ears when the moment comes. For if they face it, they will rise. But if they run, they will repeat the cycle again. Beloved, this is why heaven is almost pleading with you. The cycles of delay, disappointment, and confusion have lasted too long. God is ready to end them, but He will not force you to face the shock. He gives you the choice. Tonight you must decide. Will you stay and receive, or will you turn and delay? Stay, my child. Stay. Let the words pour over you like oil. Let them strengthen your spirit for what your eyes are about to see. Do not underestimate the power of staying. For every line you read prepares you. Every breath you take while holding on to this message aligns you. By the time the shock enters your house, you will not faint. You will stand. And when you stand, the heavens will roar with victory. And do not forget this, beloved. You are not alone. You may feel small in your room, but in the unseen, you are surrounded. Michael is there, his wings stretched wide. Angels are at your walls, swords burning. God Himself is leaning into your atmosphere, breathing life into your lungs. You are shielded, guarded, covered. No matter what sound you hear tonight, no matter what vision passes before your eyes, remember you are not in danger. You are in deliverance. Beloved child, you are still here. That alone is proof of something powerful. Your spirit refuses to let go because it already knows what your mind does not yet fully understand, that this night has been carved out for you since before you were born. Archangel Michael stands over you and whispers again, tell them I am begging them to stay. The hour of unveiling is upon them, and the shock will arrive whether they are ready or not. But if they are rooted in these words, the shock will not break them. It will build them. Do you feel that trembling in your chest? That is not weakness, it is recognition. Your soul recognizes that heaven has entered your house tonight. Yes, you may feel unease, but unease is what happens when eternity brushes against time. Your very walls are humming with a presence larger than what they were built to contain. That is why you cannot shake this feeling. That is why you cannot look away. You are standing at the edge of an eternal threshold. Beloved, let me tell you a secret. Heaven's answers often arrive dressed as storms. When lightning flashes, people cover their eyes. When thunder roars, people hide. But do you know what lightning really is? It is illumination. It shows what was hidden in the dark. And do you know what thunder is? It is the sound of heaven's power echoing through the air. Tonight your house will know both lightning and thunder. Something will illuminate, something will echo, and though it may shock you, it will also free you. Michael says, remind them of this truth. They prayed for change, but change never comes wrapped in comfort. It always comes wrapped in fire. Beloved, you cannot beg God for transformation and expect Him to leave everything untouched. He will shake, He will strip, He will reveal. And though it feels heavy, it is mercy. For what He exposes, He heals. What He removes, He replaces. What He shakes, He strengthens. Amen.